Hey, this is Mike Madden, the Mental Block Doc. Are you ready to kick your butts for good? Our next craving buster exercise is called Faster EFT. Now, EFT stands for Emotional Freedom Technique. It was actually pioneered by someone who found that tapping on certain meridian points or acupressure points will actually produce endorphins. It will reduce cortisol and the stress hormones, and it actually produces all those dopamine chemicals that help us to feel calm, relaxed, safe, balanced, and secure. It's sort of like hypnosis meets acupuncture minus the needles, okay? So the 5 points that we're going to be tapping on to help us overcome urges for smoking, it's going to be the outer eye, inner eye, right below the eye, under the nose, and you're going to kind of take your fist and right below the collarbone, there's a point there. And there's also a lot of points in the wrist. We're not going to be tapping the wrist, but to conclude this cycle, I'm going to have you grab your wrist, press in, and release. Okay, so that's sort of the format we're going to be following. And when you're holding on to your wrist, you're going to take a deep breath in, and you're going to release it. And the words you're going to use is, I release and let this go. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. So step one, to start this whole cycle in order to bust this craving that's coming upon you, the first thing we're going to do is, like in our last technique, I want you to identify the craving feeling. What does it feel like? Where do you feel it in your body? Is it in your chest? Is it in your stomach? What's the feeling you want to change? Okay. Once you identify the feeling, you're going to rate it again from 0 to 10. 0 means I don't really feel anything. 10 is, oh my gosh, I have to smoke now. Okay. So here we go. Once you identify the feeling, we're going to begin our tapping sequence, and we're going to take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, you're going to say those words, I release and let it go. Okay. So you have the feeling, you're in tune with the feeling. You're going to start with the outer eye. Inhale. And as you exhale, I release and I let this go. Inner eye, inhale. As you exhale, I release and let this go. Under the eye, inhale. I release and let this go. Under the nose, inhale. I release and let this go. Under the collarbone, I release and let this go. And then to end the sequence, you're going to grab your wrist. You're going to breathe in, and you're going to kind of just let everything come down, lower everything, saying, I release and I let this go. And you're going to end this whole sequence by saying the word peace. Okay? As you bring everything down. Now, after you do just one round of that, notice the feeling. How has it changed? And I want you to do this actually a couple of rounds, 2, 3, 4 times, okay? Now, you can get a little creative with the release statements. So as you're tapping, you're breathing in. As you exhale, you can say, I release and I let go of all this bullshit attached to the craving. I release and I let go of all this pain and anxiety attached to it. I release and I let go all the stress and the anxiety and tension attached to it. You're going to feel so much more relaxed, so much more calm, so much more balanced by tapping on these points. This really works. And it just allows for those good feelings to replace the other feelings that were causing your urge to be so strong. You see, you can't feel calm and anxious at the same time. So this balances you out. It calms you down. Again, you're redirecting your focus to something else. We get more of what we focus on. Now, for more information, please click the link below. Let's make this the year that you kick your butts for good. I'll see you in the next video.